A pleasant day to everyone. I'm Elrick Pelayo and I'm here to talk about everything you need to know about market structure. So what is a market structure? Well, for a certain market structure, it identifies the nature of competition and pricing and of course the behavior and interaction between the buyers and the sellers. When it comes to the market structures, of course we have lots of them. And actually, we have four. And these are the perfect competition, the monopolistic competition, the oligopoly, and the monopoly. Now, let's head on to our first market structure, which is the perfect competition. So what are the features of a perfect competition? How do we know if an industry falls under this category? Well, for the first feature is that there are lots of sellers in this type of industry. They're also selling the same thing, the same product, or what we call the homogeneous product. The second feature is that they can easily enter and exit the firm. It is because, of course, there are lots of sellers. And lastly, it is not the sellers who dictates the price, but the market. And a great example of this would be, yes, ang ating mga palengke. For example, seller 1 is selling tomatoes, and seller 2 is also selling tomatoes. Hindi naman natin masasabi kung anong pinagkaiba ng mga tomatoes nila. And kung mapapansin nyo, halos pare-parehas ang kanilang presyo. It is because, of course, just like what I said, the market is the one who dictates the price. And finally, kung naalala niyo yung second feature natin, ang mga seller 1 and seller 2, pwede naman silang umalis sa market. It is because meron namang ibang mga sellers na papalit sa kanila. So, that is all you need to know about the perfect competition. So now that we're done with our perfect competition, let's head on to our second market structure, which is the monopolistic competition. So what are the features of a monopolistic competition? Well, for the first feature is that there are relatively a large number of sellers who produces differentiated products that are promoted through heavy advertising. And just like a perfect competition, they can easily enter and exit the market. And a great example of this would be yung ating mga toothbrush. Mga toothbrush na galing sa Colgate, sa Sonicare, sa Crest, sa Oral-B, at marami pang iba. Kung mapapansin nyo naman, pare-parehas lang naman sila ng purpose. Pero nagkakaiba sila or they becoming differentiated with their style, design, at syempre yung mga prices din nila. And kung mapapansin nyo naman, just like pwede rin naman silang umalis ng market kasi kagaya nga nasabi ko, meron tayong Colgate, may Sonicare, may Crest, meron pang Oral-B, at marami pang iba dyan. Kaya kahit umalis ka sa market, meron at meron papalit sa pwesto mo. So that is all you need to know about the monopolistic competition. Now that we're done with our second market structure, let us now head on to our third market structure, which is the oligopoly. So what are the features of an oligopoly? Well, for the first one is that there are only few numbers of sellers here and they either sell standardized or differentiated products. And for the second feature is that they're highly considered when it comes to their pricing. And they also take into account the potential reactions of their rivalries when it comes to their decision making on pricing, outputs, and advertising. And also, entering this type of industry is very hard. And a great example of this would be yung ating mga telecommunication carriers. Kung mapapansin nyo kasi, kukunti lang naman yung mga telecommunication carriers natin dito. We have Globe, Smart, Sun, TNT, at TM. And kung mapapansin nyo, all of their products are almost the same. Yung mga combos nila sa loads, ganyan pare-parehas. It's because one decision of one rivalry affects the whole industry. And kung mapapansin nyo, onti lang sila. Bakit? Kasi nga, ang pagpasok sa ganitong industry ay mahirap. Kaya kahit if you want to be one of the telecommunication carriers owner, you have to go through a lot of hard work. So, that is all you need to know about the oligopoly. And finally, let us now head on to our final market structure, which is the monopoly. So what are the features of a monopoly? The first one is that there is only one seller who caters one certain and unique product. Number two, there is an impossible entry due to some certain barriers that keeps out other competitors. And lastly, the seller has complete market power, wherein he is the one who dictates the price of his products. And a great example of this would be Meralco. Yes, our source of electricity. Kung mapapansin nyo, ang Meralco lang naman ang ating source ng electricity and sila rin po ang nagdidictate ng ating presyo ng kuryente. And kung mapapansin nyo, wala rin siyang masyadong competitors because just like on the second feature, there is an impossible entry in this industry because there are some certain barriers that keeps out other competitors. So that is all you need to know about monopoly. So just for a recap, always remember our four market structures, which are the perfect competition, the monopolistic competition, the oligopoly, and the monopoly. So ito yung pinaka-summary na guys ng ating report. Lahat na ng mga characteristics nila ay nandito na. Thank you so much for listening guys. Once again, I'm Elrick, and today I've taught you all about the market structure.